Hello and welcome. This is Ruth and I've come back with a second video where I'm using the dies only from kit number 59. That's the one that's Clocks and Cogs from Tonic Studios. And I had already made some projects with it and you can see those in an earlier video, so I'll link that down in the description below this one. But at the time that I was making this, I wasn't too well, so some of my projects got a little bit mixed up and some didn't get finished at all, and this is one that I had all the pieces and part of it videoed, part of it assembled, and then I didn't actually get it finished. So it's finished now and I'm going to edit the video when I finish this part. So I hope you enjoy it, because I've just noticed that some of you are actually really liking the last one that I did, so I thought I may as well just edit this and let you see it too, because it's a similar thing but totally different in the different papers and things that I've used. So the original one that I made and that I did post in my other video was using all the papers, the card and the dies from this set, and I wanted to try something different with this. So I have the beautiful memories paper pad. That's a 12 by 12 one from Tonic Studios. And I also had picked out some beautiful pink icing glacier paste instead of the rusty coloured one, which I can't remember the name of at the moment. But I wanted to fussy cut this, and there it is. So it's finished now, but it was finished, but just as I went to edit the video, silly me thought I'd add some more morning dew drops onto the wings of the little bee. So they're not properly dry yet, although this was finished. So anyhow, can you spot what I didn't throw out this time? So we've also got a tuna tin and two little pieces from the top of a glue container. 2 glue containers even. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope it gives you a little taster of what you can do with your kit whenever the kit card is finished, or you just want to use those dies along with something else and make something completely different. So that's what I've tried to do in this one, and I wanted to make something really, really pretty. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Just not so happy that I didn't get it finished in time, but anyhow, it's here now. If you do happen to like this at the end, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be able to see all these videos as they come up, and you can share it if you like. That would make me very happy, but please leave me a little comment, because I always love to know who's watching, what you're thinking, and if you really enjoy this type of thing, or if you prefer to stick to cards. But I like this as well, and this is a little shaker piece in the back of this too. So let's get right into the video, but don't forget to check down below where I have all the links added to the previous video. Thank you. I had an idea that I would really, really love to do another one of these little mixed media tins, and again it's another tuna tin. And the dies from that set actually just fit perfectly inside. So you can see here, this one cuts out the circle which just pops inside there. I'll show you it on some paper that I've got for this one. So hopefully your tins will be the same if you're going to try this. So first of all, this time I should say that I have decided not to use the papers from the kit, because I wanted to show you that when your papers and cards from the kit are finished, you can still go ahead and use the dies, and I wanted to do something totally different and a bit more feminine on this one. So I have grabbed some different glacier paste this time, and this one is called Pink Icing, and I'm going to go ahead and cover the inside here but not the back, and I'll do the outside on it as well this time, and just with the same brush that I used for the last one. And we'll just go right around the tin here, and I don't mind if some of that silver shows through, because the card that I'm using for this one is a high gloss silver mirror card. It's silver chrome and frosted silver as well, so the silver is good to show through as well. Drying, I can go ahead with the rest of this. So I thought I'd make a lovely little shaker part to go on the inside, and I'll show you how I've done that. I've taken the large circle again and I've cut that with this one inside, So I taped the two of those together and made myself a little frame from the frosted silver, and then I took the largest one again and I cut a circle of acetate. Now the acetate is construction weight from Tonic, and it's not possible to actually cut right through it with the die, but if you run that back and forwards through the die cutting machine just once or twice, you'll get a really firm indentation, and you can follow that round with your scissors really easily. And don't forget to peel off the backing tape, and then I just simply glued it onto the back of this. Then I have some 3D foam pads. You can see there, the tiny little square ones, and I have put them the whole way around the outside, and you can see there's no gaps in between those. So for my shaker element then, I've taken some Spring Rose Pure Sheen sequins. I thought they matched this. I think they're from an older set or something. I can't even remember where they're from, but I'm sure you'll have something you can add in here. So you can add these into the centre, and then I've already taken the backing off that, so we'll just pop some in there, and that should probably be enough. Now I have used this same circle die again, and I've cut out a circle of the paper from the Beautiful Memories pad. That's that beautiful big 12 by 12 one, and I've die cut this circle and fussy cut lots of little pieces from it there as well that I'm going to use with this. I've also, just to strengthen that, I've also die cut a circle from Ivory card, any card would do of course, and I'm going to pop that straight on the back of that. So there we are. Our little shaker element is ready. Once the rest of the little tin dries, then I'm going to go ahead and glue this inside the back of it, and I then have die cut the large shape here. That's this great big one with all those lovely cogs on it, and that's going to go in behind the tin, so I just keep those ready. But I'll show you the pieces that I've die cut, fussy cut to go ahead with this, because they're really nice. So there's a beautiful little, well, there's actually quite a few of these honeycomb effect patterns sort of blending into the background of that pad. So I have just cut a sort of random shape from it, and then this large rose, some other little roses, and that lovely big bee, another rose, and then I thought I'd just fussy cut some leaves as well that I might be able to tuck in to the back of it. And I have got this large clock, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use that or not. I think I will, but I'm not too sure. But I definitely need to cover the face of that, because it's far too bright for this project, and it reflects a lot as well. So I'll come back in a minute or two when it's all dry and ready to assemble, but it feels very exciting already because I love all this together. So it's all dried now, well, almost, but I'm a bit impatient because I just love this kind of thing and I want to carry on with it. So it's almost dry. Now, as you can see, before I brought it back in again, I actually left it outside in the sun to dry a little bit, and before I brought it back in again, I used another little thing that I never throw out. Whenever I come to the end of a bottle of glue, I always keep those, take those off and keep them. So I have set this up like this, and just worked out, you can see, you can glue one on and then set it and make sure it doesn't rock over, and set the other one on. And how I did that was just with my glue gun, and I put some glue in behind there. It doesn't look that fancy at the moment, but I can add some of the glacier paste over the top of that, and that will tidy that all up. So now to get my little shaker part in, and I don't think it really matters what way up that picture is, but I'm going to add some glue on the top of that, sorry, on the back of that, not the top, oh dear, and pop it into the centre. I'm really liking this one. So I decided against this big clock that I had cut out, a little bit of flaky stuff in there, so because it was really far too big. So I have die cut the other one while I was waiting, and some of the Beautiful Moments paper and on the back of that. So I've got my little fine precision tip nozzle on my glue, and I'm just going to glue this on and have that ready for when I come to assemble all of that. I want to add this big piece onto the back, and I've put lots of glue on it there, and I've also nipped off the little pieces along the bottom so that they don't interfere with the way this stands up, and I'll just place that on there and leave that for a moment or two until it dries. But you can see there that it stands perfectly well. Sideways, maybe you could see it better, on those feet, because there's nothing at the back hindering it, but those little pieces need nipped off. And then that's going to take just a moment or two, but while it's doing that, I can go ahead with this piece, and I used this in the last one. I will have the link to that video in the description of this, but I've put glue along here. I just put a little bit more because I put it on a moment or two ago and then got carried away with something else. But I just want to put it across there so that part of it hangs over the front of the little tin. And there we are. So I just want that piece to come across like that. And then I am going to leave that for a moment or two till it dries, and I'm going to go ahead and assemble lots of these pieces and work out where I want them to go and join them together and whatnot. And this is the real fun part, for me anyway. I rolled a little strip of card up, just like this. I'm going to hold on to this one and just glue the end of it there. But I put that in there just to build this up a little bit so that I could glue this on top and it would bring it up to that level. And I'll add some glue on that now and pop this on top. Because that shaker part in the middle looks so beautiful, I don't want to cover it up with too many cogs and pieces going over the front of it. So I think I'll glue this on like this to the honeycomb onto the back of the rose, and I'll pop that onto the back there and add the bee on there. Want this little rose on here. I like that one, but I think that one needs to go over here somewhere, so I'm going to glue that down the side there and add some little cogs in behind it. That's all my little pieces added on, and you know I really love these morning dew crystal drops, so I'm just going to add some onto the roses and set this aside to dry. Oh, it's really nice, isn't it? Oh, I love that. I filmed this a little bit back to front because I got a little bit mixed up because I got carried away with different things in the middle of it. But I'm back now, and some of this morning dewdrops hasn't actually dried yet. But I hope you really like that. I absolutely love it. It's totally different from the usual cards that I'm making, but I do make some of this stuff for myself at times and don't normally post it, but the last one that I got was well received, so I thought I'd go ahead and finish this. So as you can see, without talking too much more about it, I've added all those pieces, not all of them, but I've added most of the pieces that I fussy cut from the paper pad on there, and you can see that I've added the little leaves in behind and glued all these pieces together. The morning dewdrops haven't dried yet on the wings here of the bee, but that will be clear once that dries. And the little shaker part inside is absolutely beautiful. Now when I turn this over, you can see I probably will cover the back of this with just a circle or something, but I wanted to show you in here just in there. Hopefully you can see that. I've gone along in behind these die cuts here and added a line of hot glue from my glue gun, and I've done exactly the same in here, and that strengthens all of this, and it means that that's all pretty rigid and not going to go anywhere, and it's not going to bend backwards. And I don't know about you, but I love that. So if you do love it, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that. Hit the notification bell and even share it if you like. But I would really love you to leave me a little comment and tell me if this is the kind of thing you like, if you prefer cards, or if you like to do this sort of thing just for a little something different in between time. So I hope you've enjoyed it. My links to everything I've used will be down below. The kits are actually a one-off purchase or a subscription. So you can subscribe, and then if you don't like a particular kit, you can actually opt out of that one. Or if you only want an odd kit now and again, the one-off purchase would probably be fine for you. But links to all of that will be down below in the description. So thank you very, very much. They're my affiliate links, and I earn a little commission from that, but it won't cost you any more than if you didn't use them. So much appreciated as always, and thank you very, very much in the meantime. Bye bye.